What's up, guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be looking at Gilligan's Island bloopers. I hope you all enjoy them. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button. It does help out a lot, so thank you. Also in this video, I'm going to do something I've never done before, and that is give away a Gilligan's Island DVD, plus reveal the winner of the last giveaway. So make sure to watch the entire video. I'll let you know how you can win the next DVD, and I will announce the winner during the course of this video. So make sure to watch the whole thing so you don't miss it. Now let's begin with the first blooper, guys and gals. It comes from season 1 of Gilligan's Island, episode 13. Now that episode is called $3 Million More or Less. It's a great one in which Gilligan and Mr. Howell make a 25-cent bet on a putt. That is a golfing putt. Now, the wager continues to escalate and escalate up until when Gilligan wins millions of dollars. He essentially becomes a millionaire right on screen. It's really funny. Now, of course, cunning Mr. Howell is going to want to get his money back. So he plays like a pool shark and plays the skipper and Gilligan to basically a pretty much rigged pool game. Notice that we see Mr. Howell with the pool cue as well as the chalk. He sharpens the tip of his cue, he places it on the side of the table, and it falls off. That was not supposed to happen on camera. If you do enjoy bloopers like this, don't forget to look at the description below. I have links to more Gilligan's Island videos and bloopers as well. Now later in this same episode, we see the second blooper that I'm going to highlight. The castaways are sitting around their dinner and their lunch table, and you will notice that Gilligan bumps the professor as he's sitting down. Now the professor gets up and walks towards Mr. Howell, in which they bump each other. Now this was purposeful, part of the script, but notice as the professor looks again, I'll screenshot it for you, he looks at Mr. Howell, he cracks a smile, he breaks his character, and he turns back around so that we don't notice it, but the camera does catch him when he snickers. Season 1, episode 17 is called Little Island, Big Gun. This is the one where we have a guest appearance by Larry Storch. Larry Storch was also on F Troop as well as other shows, and at the time of this video, he is still living, one of the last people on Gilligan's Island who is still alive, which is pretty cool. Now in this blooper, it's right at the beginning, we see Jackson Farrell, played of course by Larry Storch. He meets Gilligan and he hides a bit of money. He's a bank robber, so he hides some money in a tree in a sack. You will notice that Gilligan hits it with his arrow from his bow and arrow, and it falls to the ground. Now all that money goes flying everywhere in this just beautiful looking scene, but it is of course movie magic, because if you look on the left bottom portion of the screen, I'll highlight for you, there is a fan that was used to make the money go everywhere. That's what made it look even more magical. Moving on to the color episodes in season 2, episode 4, personally probably my favorite episode from season 2. It's called Smile, You're on Mars Camera. Now NASA accidentally lands a rover on Gilligan's Island, and they think that there are chicken people on the island. It's great. I don't even want to explain it because it's a great and silly plot. Now this probe hits the isle and is sending pictures back to NASA, and of course Gilligan gets into a bunch of trouble. It's a good episode, but right in the beginning we notice Gilligan is outside and he gets called into the hut by Mr. Howell. I'll point out, notice his shirt is completely flat. There's nothing protruding out for him. He has nothing under it. The second he enters the hut, you will see that there's a bunch of stuff under his shirt. That's all the feathers. But notice there's a discrepancy there. How would they get there? They had to cut the camera, stuff those things in there, continue, so it was like a continuous shot. Why wasn't there that before? Well, that's the blooper. Moving on, but staying in season 2 to episode 11, it's called Chain of Command. Now, we see that a true leader, that is Gilligan, must take charge when the skipper goes missing. What's great about this episode is that we see for the first time Gilligan play more of a leadership role, taking the place of the skipper in very comedic ways. But notice he is leading the gang accidentally off the side of a cliff. You will instantly see that this is a stunt double for Bob Denver. You notice he is facing the opposite way, that is not looking at the cliff, but when he hangs on to the cliff, you will see that he's the other way. That is, somehow he was able to turn around midair, which is a pretty amazing feat. Not only that, he was wearing the skipper's black cap, and now all of a sudden he's wearing his own white cap. Now that is some skills, Gilligan. Now for this blooper, I do want to give credit to Larry G, who sent this one in to me. It is from season 2, episode 26. It's called Will the Real Mr. Howell Please Stand Up? Now if you ever want to see an episode with 2 Jim Backuses, that is 2 Thurston Howell III's, this is the one that you have to look at. Because there's a lookalike who makes his way on the island. He's of course a fake, and he washes ashore and tries to convince everyone that he is the real Mr. Howell. We see some great moments here, but notice in the beginning, around the beginning of the episode, Mr. Howell gets on a kind of a pontoon or raft type pedal boat, and he basically sinks into the lagoon. Now he pulls out, he's all the way sunk into the lagoon, and he pulls out his arm with the flare gun that was given to him by the professor. You will notice that first of all, it changes hands. It goes from his left hand to his right hand, and even the look of the gun changes in the course of the shot. So it's pretty funny to see that, and Mr. Howell, you are pretty special. Now before we look at the last blooper, I do want to reveal the winner of the past Gilligan's Island DVD giveaway, and I'm very proud to announce that the winner is Lenny C. Lenny Callow. Thank you so much for participating. For everyone, and remember, I will give you after the last blooper how to win the next Gilligan's Island DVD, so don't turn away. Now, season 2, episode 28, Allergy Time. This is one where the skipper continues sneezing because he believes, and everyone else believes, that he's actually allergic to Gilligan. It's a really funny episode, and in fact, everyone becomes allergic, quote unquote, to Gilligan, with a nice reveal at the end that I won't spoil for anyone who hasn't seen the episode. But there is a scene with the skipper and Gilligan in their hut, and they're discussing Gilligan leaving and basically bunking with the professor because he doesn't want to make the skipper sneeze all day. And you will notice that the skipper continually sneezes, and at one point you see Gilligan put a board right in between the skipper and the candle so he doesn't keep blowing it out. But I'll point it to you on the right hand side. You will see a head that is a stand-in, probably a crew member, going to blow out the candle, because in the magic of the episode, basically skipper's sneeze was so powerful that it went through the board, or it blew the candle anyway, and that's of course impossible. So what they did was have someone blow from the other side. Pretty funny. And now I know everyone wants to know how to win the next Gilligan's Island DVD. It's completely free. All you gotta do is these very simple things, and that is, first you have to be a subscriber. If you're not already subscribed, you have to hit the subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, then you're one step closer. You have to hit the thumbs up button on this video, and then leave a comment. Leave a comment describing your favorite blooper. And one last final thing, I will leave a link to a document where you have to provide your email address, your name, and your mailing address. The only reason I use this is to be able to make a fair choosing for the giveaway so that I know how to mail this and who to mail it to, because that's one of the most difficult things, to contact someone afterward and let them know that their DVD is coming to them. So if I have all that, all I have to do is just send it to you free of charge. So it's very simple for me. Thank you so much, guys and gals. Congratulations to the winner, Lenny, and to the future winners. We'll see you all next time, guys and gals. Thanks so much for watching, for having a good time, and for enjoying the content. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to always stay positive, always better yourself, and most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you to my top contributors, Kenneth B. and Verbal Volley, as well as my Patreon supporters, Andrew, David, and Joe.